Hello viewers, yes, this is Ranjana ma'am and you are watching. Yes, it's mine as well as your channel. Today is a very happy day for me. Today the ICSE results have been out, declared rather, and my students, online tuition students as well as my YouTube students, they have performed very well. So what more can a teacher ask for? I'm really proud of you, my dear students, and I wish you much more success in the years to come. By the way, if you have not subscribed to my channel up till now, please do. And don't forget to press the like button after you have viewed this video. So what is the video about? Many of you, or rather all of you, are aware that the board has come out with its new specimen regarding your English language and English literature paper. So English language, there is not much change. All the things are there. You have your essay, you have your letter, or rather letters, informal and formal, the 5 essays, as it has been always, and then you have your email and your notice. So up till here everything is the same. Your comprehension a bit different, because earlier you were given a word and you were told to search it yourself from the passage. But here you are given the word and there are 4 options, A, B, C, D, and you are told to find out which is the correct answer. So there will be 4 words. So this time it is distraction, frail, 3 words. Earlier it used to be 4, so here there are 3 words. One is distraction, the other is frail, and the third is dense. So you have to find out which one is the correct answer. You are given 4 options for each of them. So that is for your comprehension. And then you have, as always, short questions where you have to give your answers, 2 marks for it. And again your Prezi, 50 words. Recently I have uploaded a video on how to write a Prezi in 50 words. If you have not seen it up till now, if you have not viewed it up till now, please go and have a look. It will be really helpful for you all. Now comes the grammar part. So in grammar, or the functional grammar, the verb forms are just the same as it had been in the past. Same for the prepositions. But in the third one, which is join, without using and, but and so, you are given 2 sentences and then what happens? You are given 4 options. One of them is the correct one. That means the correct way to join the 2 sentences, only one of them is correct and the other 3 are not. So you have 4 questions and each of them having 4 options, A, B, C, D. You will have to pick out the right one. Earlier, so what is the difference? Earlier you all were given these 4 questions and you were told to join it yourself. Here your job is done. You have to, if you are aware of the rules, you will know which one is the correct answer and choose accordingly. So this is a bit different from the other years. Last year also it was similar, but in last year they had also given you options for the prepositions, which they have not given for you all. Last year means those who appeared for the 2022 boards. Okay, so they were also given options regarding the verbs, regarding the prepositions, but no, in this regard they have stayed to the previous rules. But in synthesis or joining of sentences, they have rather given you They have given you these options, so it is easier. You don't have to think much. And then again the same facility given in do as directed. You are given the question and then you are told to find out which is the correct answer. So here are 8, and all 8 of them, each of them, they have 4 options. One of them is the correct one. So yes, it's easier, I think, because you might be having a bit doubts regarding which is the correct answer, but when you see the 4, you'll find one is correct and the others are not. So you can rule away the negative ones and you get the answer, the one which is remaining. If you have good knowledge of your grammar, then you'll know, oh, these cannot be the answer. So the other one, you'll be confident, yeah, this is the right answer. So I'll help you to solve these functional grammar part. I have got, it is a request actually from some of my YouTube subscribers, or rather my students, YouTube students, and it is at their request that I am uploading this video. So what are we waiting for? Let's start. Regarding the essay, there is nothing to tell me, nothing that I have to tell you, sorry. Regarding the essay, I don't have to tell you anything. You will be aware how you'll be picking up your choice, which one, whether it is the thematic or the argumentative one, whichever is your choice. And regarding the letter, I always suggest that you will prepare both the types of letters before exams, informal and formal. When you see the examination paper, then decide whether you are going for the informal or formal. If you feel you can handle the formal one, I would suggest you go for the formal, because in formal you don't have to write much, and when you don't have to write much, you save time. And yes, time is a vital factor. So rather, I would suggest that if you can handle the formal, go for it. Otherwise, you always have. So practice both the types. And in email and notice writing, it's very easy and there is nothing to tell you. In the comprehension, I will help you with the first question, where you have to choose the correct meaning of the 3 words given. The first one is distraction. So let's see how distraction has been used in the passage. It's in the second line, line 2. He would have gone on worrying and worrying in this way if an unexpected distraction had not arrived in the form of a heavily loaded car bumping over the grassy bank. So, going through the 2 lines, which one do you feel could be the correct answer? The options are: number 1, something that stops you from thinking about something else, something that helps you to think about something else, something that you use for weight training, and something that helps you to not be distracted. So it's obviously the first answer. He would have gone on worrying and worrying, but what came in the form of distraction? Unexpected distraction. He had not expected it. So what came in the form of unexpected distraction? A heavily loaded car. So the first one, something that stops you from thinking about something else. So he would have gone on worrying if this truck had not come. So the truck came as the distraction. So it stopped him from continuing his worries or going on thinking. The second one, frail. Let's see how it has been used in line number 9. But they had grown too old and frail to come often. So obviously it will be weak, too old and weak. The other options are strong, funny, fast, weak. So it is weak. Frail means weak. And the third one is dense. It is in line number 19. Dense greenery. So dense greenery would mean very thick. Stupid is ruled out. Stupid greenery you cannot say, so it's ruled out. And then a kind of tree, no. And sparse, no. So very thick. That is the correct answer. And as for these questions, they are just like the ordinary question answers, so I don't think you need my help. You all will be able to do it. And then for your Prezi, in not more than 50 words, describe how the arrival of De Silva's changed life for the family in the little hut. So from that line, where the De Silvas come and what changes it brought in the life of the people. So when do they come? They come in this truck and all that. So more or less it's the whole passage. It's actually from a very famous novel, A Village by the Sea by Anita Desai. This had been in ICSE. Yes, in ICSE only for quite some years. So those people who did not opt for short stories, they would read or study this novel. Some schools taught it. Quite a nice story, but many people might not find it interesting. Village by the Sea, and it's the story of Hari, and he goes to Mumbai or Bombay, and then his life there and his life in the village also. Hari, Bela, Komal, so these are some of the major characters. Anyway, so done with it. Now for the functional grammar, and first comes your verbs. This one has been taken from, I don't know, I have found it in Total English also. I don't remember where. It could be Total English or Frank somewhere, but I have done it earlier with my students. So the best way to get your answers correct is first read the whole passage. Don't start solving and proceed. First read the whole passage and try to grasp the idea, and then only start solving. You'll be sure to get your 4 out of 4. Or rather, yes. I dash up into the driveway, dash the way they had dash up the balcony. I dash that the bricks of the house dash chocolate brown. The new people dash the tiny balcony into a study room. I dash at this house, dash my childhood there. So it is something about the place or a house which earlier where earlier the narrator used to live. So he has come to have a look at it and he feels nostalgic. So let's see the first one they have solved for you, which is 0. They have solved to show how to go for the correct answer. I dashed the car as I saw the new house. The verb is, or the word is slow. So the answer is slowed. It is in the past tense. So most of them will be in the past tense only. So the first one, I dash up into the driveway. The word is pull. So I pulled up into the driveway. Dash the way. Observe. So yes, it cannot be observed. I pulled up into the driveway, observed. No. It will be to observe the way. So why did I pull up? To observe the way. So second one is to observe the way they had. Had is there. So your verb will be in the past participle form. built. Had built up the balcony. I dash forgot that the bricks of the house dash chocolate brown. I had forgotten, the past perfect, that the bricks of the house be means is, am, are in the past tense and was, were in the is, am, are in the present tense and was, were in the past tense. So here the bricks of the house were chocolate brown. The new people dash the tiny balcony into a study room. The new people had made the tiny balcony into a study room. I dash at the house. I stared at the house. And number 8, remembering my childhood there. So what was I doing? I was remembering my childhood there while staring at the house. So I stared at this house stared, remembering my childhood there. Okay, so I'll repeat the answers again. Pulled, to observe, BUILT, built, had forgotten, were, and had made. Number 7, stared, and remembering. Now for your prepositions. So the prepositions again, as always, you have 8 prepositions and half marks each. So the first one, please wash dash the curry stain from your dress. So wash off, that means remove. Okay. And the second one, she turned dash the offer to work at the factory. So she turned down, that means she refused or rejected this offer. And the third one, the burglars broke dash the house when the family was away. So broke into the house, that means enter by force. Next one, I shall compete dash him. Compete against him would be more appropriate, but compete with also can be allowed. Compete with means you're in the same group, and compete against means you're on 2 different sides. Okay, so compete against, he is in a opposite side and you are in this side, and that is more proper, but compete with wouldn't be wrong. So I would go for compete against. She agreed dash my proposal. She agreed to my proposal. When it is a person, agree with. When it is a proposal or something, it is agree to. She would like to come dash foot. She would like to come by foot. Don't say come on foot. The Vishwas group of companies has taken dash the cosmetic market completely, taken over. And he agreed to carry dash the manager's orders. Carry out, that means obeyed. So these are your prepositions. First one off, second one down, third one into, fourth one against. And you can also go for with, depends upon the board which one they are going for, but I will go for against. And agreed to, and come by, and Vishwas, taken over, and the last one is carry out. And now yes, this is where it is a bit different. You don't have to frame a sentence. The sentences are already there. You have to pick the correct one. So it's no use saying without using and, but, and so, but or so. The delegates arrived, the meeting started immediately. So let's see the 4 options. The first one is, no sooner did the delegates arrive than the meeting started. Second one, no sooner did the delegates arrive, comma, the meeting started. Third one, no sooner the delegates arrived than the meeting started. And fourth one, the delegates arriving, the meeting started. So it is obviously the first one. Why? It's in the past tense. So did the delegates arrive? Did, after no sooner comes the auxiliary verb, then comes your subject, and the main verb is in the present tense form. So, and after that, than is very vital. The second one is not correct because than is not there. The third one is not correct because it is written arrived, and the fourth one completely out of question. So the first one is the correct one. The second one, we lost our ticket, we lost our luggage. First option, we lose our ticket as well as luggage. It cannot be because lose is present tense. Here it is in the past tense. So first one ruled out. Second one, having lost our ticket, we lost our baggage. No, there is no have in your question. So having lost our baggage is completely ruled out. And it is not that we lost the ticket and that is why we lost our luggage. Third one, we lost our ticket as well as our luggage. Yes, this is the correct one. And the fourth one is also ruled out. Why? Because there is an and there. And you're not supposed to use and, but, so. These are the three words you are not supposed to use. So the fourth one ruled out. So the C is the correct answer. The third one, he cultivates orchids. He displays them at the flower show. A, he cultivates orchids to display at the flower show. He cultivates orchids for displayed at the flower show. For displayed is wrong English. Then C, he cultivates orchids to play. It is completely ruled out. Play is nowhere mentioned. It is display. And D, he cultivates orchids but displays them only at the flower show. We are not told anything like this. So the first one is the correct one. He cultivates orchids to displays at the flower show. So A is the correct one. And the next, the fourth one, he ran away. He had seen the principal coming. So why did he run away? Because he saw the principal coming. So the first option, A. No sooner did he see the principal coming, he ran away. He ran to see the principal coming. By seeing the principal, he ran away, and seeing the principal coming, he ran away. So first one is wrong because no sooner takes a than, it's not there. If it had been written no sooner did he see the principal coming than he ran away, this would have been a correct answer, but than is missing. The second one, he ran to see the principal coming. No, he did not. When he saw the principal coming, he ran away. It's just the opposite one. And then the third one, by seeing the principal coming, he ran away. No, last one, seeing the principal coming, he ran away. Okay, so D is your correct one. Now we move to the last part, do as directed. The first one is the narration change. The captain said, "It gives me great pleasure to be here this evening." Begin the captain. So the first option, the captain said it was giving. So the verb in the direct speech is in the simple present form, gives. So it will be gave. And the first option is ruled out because it is was giving. That is wrong. So you rule it out. Second one, the captain said that it gives me. So it has not been changed into indirect only. Gives is there, me is there, the preposition has not been changed, neither the verb. So this is also ruled out. The third one, the captain said that it gave him great pleasure to be here this evening. Again, this one is wrong, though in the first stage it is correct, but to be here is wrong. Why? Here will change into there, and this will change into that by rule. So that is why the last option is the correct one. The captain said that it gave him great pleasure to be there that evening. So this is the correct answer, D. So second one, unless the train arrives on time, we shall miss the concert. Begin if. So if is a condition. If the train arrives on time, we shall miss the concert. This is very opposite. Second, if the train does not arrive on time, we shall miss the concert. Yeah, this is true. So unless is the actually negative form of if. Unless means if not. So if the train does not arrive on time, we shall miss the concert. Third one, if the train arrived, that is a past tense. Wrong. If the train does not arrive on time, we shall not miss the concert. Again wrong. So the second one is the correct one, B. Question number 3. He has applied many times, he has never been selected. Begin in spite. That means you have to change it into a simple sentence. So let's see the options. First one, in spite of applying many times, he had never been selected. In spite of applying many times, he has never been selected. In spite of applying many times, he has never been selected. And fourth one, in spite never being selected, he has applied many times. So the first one is wrong. Why? Because it is in the past perfect form, but in the question, the verb is in the present perfect form, has. So first one ruled out. Second one, in spite, applying, of is missing, so this one is also incorrect. The third one, in spite of applying many times, he has never been selected, this is the correct one. And why is the fourth one not correct? In spite of, it's very opposite, it's nowhere near the answer. So this, in the third one, C is the correct one. Fourth one, very few managers are as honest as James. Very few managers, and as means your positive degree. So the change will be either in the superlative or comparative. So here all of them are in the comparative. We have to see which one is the correct answer. James is more honest than other managers. No. James is more honest than most other managers. James is James is honest than many other managers, and James is most honest among other managers. No. So this first one is ruled out. Third and fourth is also ruled out. The second one is the correct answer. James is more honest than most other managers. Okay, this is the correct. Why most other? Because very few. If the question had been no other manager is as honest as James, the answer would have been James is more honest than any other manager. But here it is very few. That is why most other managers. Okay, that means B is your correct option. Fifth one, I accept your offer. First one, your offer is acceptable to me. Second, your offer was acceptable to me. C, your offer is acceptable, and your acceptable offer came to me. So I would go for the first one, because who is accepting the offer? I. So your offer, this is a voice change. Your offer is the object which comes in front. Accept becomes is accepted, but here it is not there, so we have to use acceptable. So your offer is acceptable to me. Sixth one, you can also go for your offer is acceptable. If you want, you can leave that, but still I would go for the first one. Your offer is acceptable to me. To whom is it acceptable? To me. So I would want to add that to me. Sixth one, as soon as he finishes his work, he starts playing. This is in the present tense. And hardly, remember, hardly takes when. Hardly his work is finished, he starts playing. Hardly, like no sooner, is followed by an auxiliary verb. So this one ruled out. Second one also the same. Hardly he finishes his work, he starts playing. Hardly he has finished his work and he starts playing. And none of the, in the first three, in none of them do you find when. In the same way as no sooner, without than, it cannot be correct. In the same way, hardly cannot be correct without when. So the last one, hardly does he finish his work when he starts playing. So this is the correct one, hardly when. And since it is in the present tense, does he finish his work? My father gave me a pen. A pen, that means this is a voice change. Gave is simple past, so it will be was given. A pen had been given to my father is wrong because it is in the past perfect. A pen was given to me by my father is correct. My father was gave, it's again wrong English. There is nothing called was gave, was given. And so my father was not given, a pen was given. And a pen was given by me to my father is just the opposite. Here it means I gave the pen to my father. So the second one, or B, is your correct option. And for the last one, I have never seen Mr. Joe lose his temper. Never. So never is a negative word. It will be followed by a verb. Never have I seen. See, the first option, never I have seen, is wrong, because I told you, like, no sooner, not only, never being a negative word will be followed by an auxiliary verb. So never I have is ruled out. Never did I see is also wrong, because this is in the simple past form, whereas in the question it is in the present perfect form. I have never seen. Okay, so never have I seen Mr. Joe losing his temper is the correct option. And why is the last one wrong? Never ever did I see, never ever again, and did I see, that means again in the past tense. So A, B and D are ruled out. C is your correct option for the last one. So with this, the grammar section comes to an end. So yes, I have solved it for y'all. It was a request and I am sure it will help you. And don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to my channel. Bye for the time being.